Hello everyone. Now we're going to talk about chapter 5. Now in chapter 5 it's a very interesting subject, and this is where you help the student to give them an idea about the thrill of studying science, of light and shadows. Light and shadows both are very important element for our lives. It has helped us with many inventions. Just like the way you guys are watching me through this video, it was possible to come up with this camera and the video capturing machines due to the use of light and shadows. The shutter speeds and all, they use this light and shadows. Right, so you know the importance of these things. But students already know these things, what's the light and what is shadows, right? But we'll help them understand some differences between this light and shadows. Now, what is a light? We all know what is a light. Yeah, it's the beam of things that gives us light. Now, we can talk about the sources of light. What are the sources? From what things we get lights? Before everything else, we'll say that we get light from the sun. Yes, and this is the natural way of getting light. From what else we get light? Moon? Yeah, of course, moon gives us light as well. It's also a type of natural light. What else? Well, we get light from fire. If you fire a candle, it will light if the room is dark. Now, this is very important and we already know it. Even the students know it. If you light a candle, you get lights. Another thing is already in your classroom. What is it? The bulb. The electric bulb also gives us light, but it's a man-made light. And the fire is also a man-made light. Right? That's all. We already know these things. Now, the next thing that we'll be talking about, shadows. We also know what is a shadow. Even the students would know what is a shadow, right? Now, why we get shadows? When light gets stuck by some subject or objects, it cannot pass it, and then it creates a shadow, right? So shadow is the object or the reflection of an object on the opposite of the light. That means if something falls before a beam of light, it cannot pass, it creates a shadow, right? We'll see more about shadows. How these shadows happen then? It blocks the light. For example, here we are putting lights and it gets blocked here in my hand. It cannot pass through the hand, so there will be a reflection on the wall. So that's a shadow. That's how we get shadow. If the thing is bigger, we will get bigger shadows. If the thing or obstacle is small, then we'll get small shadows. Is it not? Now, in your book, you can see there are some pictures given. So you take small things and you put the light and you do some of this experiment in the classroom. Okay? Now, we can show you how you could do it. How you can do it? Take a torchlight and take some small things and put the light just like the way is showing in the picture. Like this. So, if you put the light or torch it from far away there will be small shadows. And if you do the same thing from here, look at this second picture, you do it in your classroom using a torchlight, you'll see that you get a bigger shadows. Yeah? So you do it another way, you just put the torch direct above the thing. You may not get this insect, but you will have many things in the classroom to do this experiment. Now you do it like this. If you draw this light from here, from far away, you get the smaller shadow. See, if we bring the light closer, we get a bigger shadow. Now that's one thing. And another thing is, if we just put the light above, we don't get a shadow at all. It's a very small shadow. If we do it from there or there, we will get different sorts of shadow. See, you do this experiment. If you put it like this, you get a very long shadow. If you keep bringing, you get small shadows, then smaller, smaller, smaller. See, if we keep bringing this is how the shadows changes. Can you see these things? Now you do it in the classroom. Now you do the same thing in the classroom. Show them the shadows and changes of shadows if you just move the light. So the position of light and the obstacle that we're talking about, it makes the shadows bigger or smaller. Even that's how the camera of your mobile phone works. You will know about this use of shadows and light in the camera when you go to the higher classes, but this is the basic idea, so you can tell it to the students. Alright guys, now that's where you end the first class of chapter 5.